fill your thirst beside the river. Wash the journey from your hands. Feel the comfort flow inside you. Come this far, you understand. Fear's not allowed, where dreams can be lost or found.
Hello, welcome to Healing Outside the Box. My name is Rosemary Lachance, and I'm a Reiki energy healer and spiritual advisor.
And my name is Traci Crampton, and I'm also an energy practitioner and intuitive guide.
Okay. To tell you a little bit about our show, we are dedicated to providing you with food for thought, information, and answers to alternative healing, animal welfare, healthy eating and nutrition, a healthy lifestyle and environment in the form of guest speakers who are experts in their fields. We also give you, the audience, the opportunity to ask us questions which we will answer personally or on our show. This show is for all of you who are actively seeking answers to alternative health, how you can help save the animals, and your spiritual development. And Traci,
Yes,
this is
we have a returning guest tonight. His name is Pingfei Guan. He's a licensed acupuncturist in Connecticut and New York. He's also a certified herbalist, and a member of the Association of Acupuncture of China and a professor of New York International Acupuncture Institute. Dr. Guan had come from China 15 years ago. In China, he's one of the 3 generations of traditional medicine and acupuncture. His father was a famous doctor in China, and so beginning in childhood, he learned acupuncture and herbs from his father. Under the instruction of his father and many years of practice, he became a famous doctor in China and graduated from the New York Institute of Technology with a master's degree. He did research successfully in pulse reading, methods of treatment and diagnosis, and treatments for serious diseases. In China, some of his treatment methods were shown on Centrical TV as special programs in 1991. He has practiced for 10 years in Connecticut and now has 3 acupuncture offices located in Cheshire, Madison, and Norwich. He has helped many Connecticut people in the past 10 years get rid of their diseases and improve their health. He can effectively treat many serious illnesses, including pain, arthritis, sciatica, stroke, insomnia, stress, asthma, diabetes, high blood pressure, infertility, allergies, you name it. He's also helped people lose weight and stop smoking, as well as change their actual facial appearance through acupuncture. He has a special service for pulse reading, which is free of charge. And so I want to reintroduce Dr. Guan tonight. Thank you for coming on our show again.
Thank you for coming.
We're so glad to have you back.
Tonight is our 44th show, right?
Our 44th
show. And we're doing something a little different tonight.
Yes, and I'm very excited about it because tonight Dr. Guan has with him some of his patients that he's treated throughout the years who have their stories to tell us about the results that they've gotten with acupuncture. So we're really excited about this show because we have people on who might relate to the audience about their experience.
Yes, many of my patients like to come here, but your space is not enough. Just 5
Everybody
patients.
wanted to come be on television.
Yeah, he's a popular guy.
Yeah.
Yes, the 5-1, yes, very proud to come here.
Oh, that's nice.
We had to tell him only 5 because of space and time.
Yeah, we don't have the biggest space.
We could have had a crowd here tonight.
Yeah.
They may introduce the stories.
Okay.
Before acupuncture and after, yes.
Okay.
Yes. So
Wonderful.
You may ask any questions for them.
Okay.
They may tell what they feel before and
After.
and also they may tell their thinking about the insurance cover for
Insurance
acupuncture,
coverage,
everything.
Yeah, everything.
Yes.
Okay, good. Well, what we'll do is we'll introduce the first one. We'll go one by one. We have 5, and they can tell us their story,
Yes.
and then we go ask their questions
Yeah,
based
any
on
questions.
on their
And,
stories and so forth. We
yes.
will ask questions as they
Yes.
go along. Okay.
Okay.
So
okay.
the first one you want to talk to is you can turn a little bit if you like.
We're gonna get
Anyone?
get a shot of all our guests
Yeah.
here.
Okay,
Yeah,
Reader, you
can
want first.
put the camera on our
Yes.
guests.
Hi, my
Yeah.
name is Carolyn Reader,
There we go.
Hi, Carolyn.
and I first went to Dr. Guan about 10 years ago with neck and lower back pain because I had been in some automobile accidents. And, I went probably once a week for a while, and then things tapered off. And then as the years went by, and I began to feel better and really had no more pain, then I would just go to Dr. Guan for maintenance, for feeling better, for energizing, balancing the body, and so that's what I do now as part of my health regime to stay healthy and young. Thank you.
Why did you choose acupuncture?
Joe Belanger, who is a physical therapist who knows Dr. Guan, is the one that recommended that I see Dr. Guan. He had been doing different types of therapy with me, and he said the next step would be acupuncture. He did as much as he could to help me.
So it was recommended to you then?
Definitely, yes, recommended.
I want to tell her a case. At the first time, she may come to my office just for the pains. Yes, just several times treatment, she got very, very good. Yes, and then he want use acupuncture to keep the balance. So
Keep the balance?
Yeah. So this is one way. Also, someone just think about acupuncture stop the pain. Yes, but not many people know acupuncture help the balance. Now a lot of people
Balance, so yeah, help the
they're
balance.
unbalanced.
Right.
Right.
They feel
unbalanced, yeah.
opposite,
I'm
they
unbalanced.
feel so. That's why she kept to come my office for some years.
Preventative, so she
Yeah.
could prevent
She
other
wants to
things
keep the
from-
balance. So now she's okay. Yes.
That's
Yeah.
great. That's great.
Wonderful.
So what do you think is better for you, what, the Western medicine or the acupuncture?
Oh, definitely acupuncture.
Okay,
Yes.
very good. Did you feel any pain when you had the acupuncture needles?
No, not the regular needles. No, they don't. The regular needles do not hurt for acupuncture. No.
There's other needles that hurt?
Well, when he does a treatment called cupping, that's a little discomforting. But what that does is remove. If there's an area where there's really like a lot of toxins there, he will do cupping, and that removes the toxic and the blocking area of the body, and then you will have a speedier recovery.
Wow.
Okay.
Good.
And that was actually one of Joe Belanger's points to me, was that he does cupping, and that's what he wanted me to have done. So it was on the recommendation of a physical therapist.
That's
Wow,
really
it's great to
good.
hear that people
Yes.
are
Yeah.
working together and recommending one another. That's
Okay.
awesome.
All right, let's, we have a lot of questions, and so we don't want to ask the same question to every single person,
No.
but we're going to ask some of the same questions. So let's have our next guest here, and your name is?
Hi, I'm Lucy Michela.
Okay. Tell us why you came to Dr. Guan. What was your problem?
Well, I had lower back pain that I'd actually had recurring through the years since I was about 20 years old. My back went out when I was vacuuming, and so I had started going to acupuncturists here and there, and mostly to chiropractics. And that helped quite a bit, but I had to keep going. And so it just became kind of something that when it came up, I had to go get treatment and then, be okay for a while, and then it would come back again. So when I heard about Dr. Guan and his acupuncture, I thought, well, I've been to acupuncture and it can help, But he'd come so highly recommended that I thought, well, it's worth a try. So I went to his office and sat in the chair, and he ushered me into the room, and I laid down, and I could barely walk at the time because my back was in such pain. And he just went, "Oh, you poor thing, your back." And so he had me bend over, which I could barely do, over the table with a pillow under my belly, and he was, palpating where the stiffness was, and he just kept going, "Oh, oh," and then he proceeded to do the acupuncture, and he did some of this cupping that you talked about, which the acupuncture was not painful. I mean, it was a little bit uncomfortable just initially. It's just like a little pinprick, very tolerable. The cupping was a bit more intense. And I have a fairly high pain threshold, so he really went to town with it. He said, "Oh, you can handle this. I'll do more. That means you'll get better faster."
That's good.
And so he did this cupping, and it helped a lot. I walked out, and in the last year, I haven't had a problem, and it usually would come back 2 or 3 times a year.
Wow.
So I've been in pretty good shape.
So do you
because
go
of
to
his
him to
work.
get like what would we say?
Maintenance.
Maintenance?
Well, yes, I actually went back a few years later, and because I had been having some menopausal symptoms,
this is
I
good
was
to
waking
talk
up at
about.
night with a little bit of hot flashes, a little bit of just insomnia. And I thought, I remembered actually being able to sleep a little better after I'd seen Dr. Guan before. So I thought, well, I'll go and try it again. And so I went in, and he did, just a little analysis of me, and then did the acupuncture. And I felt a lot better, and I sleep better when I get these treatments from him. So I go once in a while. I don't go all the time because his treatments actually have a good longevity to them. The longevity carries on for
That's
several
wonderful. That's the way it's
months.
supposed to be.
And yeah, because I think he works on a very deep level and really changes, how the energy flows in the body. And he improved my stamina quite a bit, so that I
was just going to ask you, are there any other effects that this had that you weren't expecting? Yeah.
That was one of the things that I didn't expect. That was a great fringe benefit.
Good.
Was that I actually felt more energetic. I felt a little more peaceful, and I could fall asleep more easily. And then if I woke up, it wasn't often the way I had been waking up. So. It was really helpful. And then I've been going with my husband, who is here also on the panel. And so Dr. Guan was taking me to another level of treatment. He said, "Oh, I think you would like some of this for weight loss," because I'd been thinking about losing weight. And somehow he picked up on that. He said, "Oh," and that's one of the interesting things about Dr. Guan is he can kind of feel what's going on with
I think
you.
he's a little bit psychic. He is.
It's either, that he's psychic or he just knows face reading very well or something.
Yeah.
Because he said, "Oh, you want to lose weight." And I thought, I'd been thinking about that, but I didn't, I'm not really obese or anything. So I didn't consider it a problem. So I
Right.
never said to him that I want to lose weight. And so he started working on me for that recently. So we'll see how that goes. So far, I've lost 3 pounds.
Oh,
Wow.
So
That's terrific.
yeah.
People can be interested in that.
Yeah,
and even with the menopausal symptoms, I mean, with
Yes,
everybody
so
taking hormones
almost
these
every
days,
day,
yeah.
I have the woman patients. Okay, they need acupuncture help menopause.
yes.
And someone
Menopause,
is
yeah.
menstruation pain.
Menstruation
Yeah.
pain, yeah.
Someone need they don't have the baby. They want the baby.
Oh, they want to
Yes.
get pregnant,
Fertility.
right?
Help.
Can't bear children.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, I have help about more than 10 lady get the baby.
Oh, that's nice.
And that's such a
One
desire when they have
Japanese lady, this time she tried here but she missed. They call, they don't have time.
Oh, she was going to
Yes,
come. Yeah,
so
she was going to come tonight.
she prepare, bring the twin here. The twin.
Oh, the baby. Twins.
Yeah.
She had
Twins.
Twin boy.
Wow.
The two boy.
You made twins.
That's one time. so almost the 3 years.
Wow.
3 years as a twin. So
When you do it well, huh?
yeah, before she tried anyway. She tried many years. That's her age about 45.
Beautiful.
She got successful baby. So she's touched so much. so,
That's
so
nice.
So acupuncture is very, very useful for women's problem. Anyway.
I think it's for everything. I
yeah,
really don't
yeah.
think there's anything that it can't help, you know?
So the woman's reaction during the menopause time, so they feel upset.
They felt
Someone
upset.
feels
Yeah.
menstruation pains, and someone feel insomnia.
Yeah.
Insomnia,
and
Hot flashes.
They
yeah.
feel flash and stress. So acupuncture is one kind of good treatment for that. That's okay. Very good.
Very good.
Yes.
Very good.
Yeah.
So how about did your insurance cover this, or did you pay cash, or how did it work?
We paid for this out of pocket.
Okay.
So I think it's silly that insurance does not cover it. Maybe there's one or two
There are
companies
some, yeah.
that do cover it, but it would ultimately save the medical industry a lot of money
It would,
because it works on that more causative level,
right.
so that you can catch diseases or imbalances before they become something very acute and difficult to treat without surgery or very
Well, it's been a little
expensive
bit in the air
medications.
that maybe medical profession, not so much them, but pharmaceutical companies or so forth, don't want to cure so many things because then you wouldn't be taking any medicine.
Yeah.
Okay, and then they don't sell medicine, which they really want to do that.
Oh,
Okay,
yes.
acupuncture
One hand feeds
cures.
the other,
Yes.
and
You know,
not such a good way.
There's a cure, and that's what's supposed to
Natural
do.
treatment.
But it's not doing it anymore, and there's no side effects with acupuncture. You know what I'm saying? Which there is with medicine. So people are going to have to lobby and do what they can and petition and everything else to get these insurance companies to start doing that, because it will save the insurance companies money.
In the long
But
run.
it'll take away from profits for the pharmaceuticals and the doctors and so forth. I don't want to put anyone down, but these are facts. We've had naturopaths on here who had so many facts about all this. This is not something I'm just saying. This is something that's been written.
Just to have a healthier society and
Exactly.
people more productive and able to work, and companies not losing profits because their people are showing up for work healthy and ready to go.
And Dr. Guan wants to cure people. He doesn't want you to come back every single week, all the time. He wants to cure you. And then somebody else always comes. There's always people that need this help. So,
Well, that was one of the things the person who recommended it to me said. She said, well, there's this acupuncturist, his name is Dr. Guan, and he's the real deal.
the real deal, that's
He's
right.
the real
Yeah.
deal, and he'll work on you for as long as it takes. If it takes an hour and a half, and it was true. We were there for an
Takes his
hour and a
time.
half because he waits until he gets the results he's looking for.
He's a very compassionate man. I've come to
we
know.
cannot give the 5 minutes for one time. Most people, we have to give about 1 hour. Yes, someone
I
more
think
than 1 hour.
That's a big
Yes,
complaint with people.
Someone they have the stroke. You need
Stroke.
too much project.
Yeah.
Yes. So, hand, head, and back and neck. You have to one by one. That's more than 1 hour. Some 1 2 hour. One time visit. You have to.
Yeah.
Whatever
Yes.
it calls for, right? Whatever
But
the
we
situation
just
calls for.
charge same.
Same price,
Yes,
no
same
matter how
price.
long. Now
Yes,
that is really
yes,
something. You don't get that.
Yes.
You don't get that. Most of them charge you by the time that you're there.
Because
But
the
he-
way
one
we
price.
More than the
Yeah.
time that you're there.
Huh?
More than the time that
That's
you're there.
right.
'Cause
So
Sometimes you're
we
in and out of the
always
office in 5
concerned
minutes.
how much the patients can pay. That everyone they have a hard job. They have the
Sliding
family.
scale, yeah.
They don't. They have to pay insurance every month. They pay me by cash. You know, we have to try best treatment for them. And we always try, okay, not come visit me, okay, more times. Almost about the people visit me, some of them just one time, that's okay. We don't want a second time, that's okay.
Right.
They feel much better.
Right.
Someone need more times, but average about 3 times or 5 times. We say
3 to 5 times
We
is
say
an
that's
average.
okay.
Right.
If you feel now you don't need the appointment.
Right.
Later you feel problem, you call again. That's
Right.
okay.
That's good.
You
That's
have
so
to
great.
help the patient
No
to
pressure.
save the money.
Yep.
Yes, this is
That's what I
the
love
way
of
for
it.
this
Save the money.
office.
Yeah, that's why
service.
everyone should be like that.
Yes.
All the
Honesty,
medical profession should be
yes.
honest,
Yes.
complete
That's
honesty.
why
and-
we help the more insurance, okay, considered to cover acupuncture. Yes.
Yes, we have to do something about that. We have to
the-
band together to
now
do
we
something
have the
about
good
that.
news. The Aetna,
Aetna.
insurance, Aetna, they started to cover.
Good.
Yes.
Yes, 20 times 1 year. But the
times in 1
patients,
year.
the patients needed co-insurance first, and then they gave the 20 times visit. 1 year. That's okay.
1 year.
Very good news.
It's a start. It's a
Yeah.
start,
Yeah.
right?
Are they the only ones?
Because before we cover HealthNet.
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 Yes,
Do they
HealthNet
still-
20 times.
Do they cover still
Yes,
HealthNet?
Still. Yes.
Years ago, I had an insurance when I had another business. It was Golden Rule, I think it is, and they covered acupuncture.
Yes.
They covered naturopaths.
This,
They covered. They were wonderful. But I don't think they're. I don't think
the
they're
big
anymore.
company, Blue Cross and Blue Shield, and some
Yeah,
Blue Cross
that's
Blue
it.
Shield. Last year they called me.
Anthem.
They have the process for cover acupuncture, but
Oh.
we don't know when they start.
Oh, it's in the process.
Maybe 1 year,
okay.
2 year, maybe next month.
Well, it's the
We
people.
hope.
It's
Yeah, that's big company.
people power.
Yes.
Speak up.
You can get things
Yeah.
done that way. Really, I've seen it happen. I've seen it happen.
Sometimes I think they cover Dr. Guan only. Yes.
cover.
Because they, if they
Oh,
don't-
they
if
only.
they
You know
don't
what?
cover-
That's true because
if
they are looking at people
yeah,
who have a
they
good
will cover
reputation.
me first. Yes. If
But
they
that's
don't-
true, they're
if they
very
don't cover
selective.
other one, they will cover me first
There you
and
go.
then second and third. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
But this is a regulation for insurance. They cover 100.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, that's true.
And not everybody's
Yeah.
as
So.
above the board as you
Yeah.
are. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. That's
So you
that's
have
it.
to be selective. you
Yeah,
know.
so this is somebody started to make a discussion Obama's
A discussion,
policy.
yeah.
Maybe later,
Obama's
same thing,
policy, yeah.
the patients has to choose a good doctor.
Right.
Yes.
Yes.
That's different payment for the insurance for the different doctor.
Right.
Yes, we don't know.
Yeah, you don't know. But
don't know.
I would say to the audience to, when you're going to choose an acupuncturist, really get recommendations. Let them come on good recommendation because there are all kinds of people out there, you know. So we chose Dr. Guan because we know how he is, and he has testimony tonight. So if that will help you, make us very happy to help you. Okay, now the next one is your husband, and your
Yes.
name is?
John Hill.
Dr. Guan's correct. My name is John Hill. And,
So tell us why you came to see him.
well, my wife recommended him for me about 7 years ago for balance,
Okay.
What fell
maintenance,
out of balance?
right, for more energy,
Okay.
things like that. And I put her off for about 2 years. And then,
Oh, you were a tough case.
yeah, I didn't need it.
You were the man.
Yeah.
You were the man.
Everything is fine, no
Yeah,
problem.
right.
But then I started getting numbness, tingling, and pain in my extremities. My toes and hands would feel cold and numb and tingly, even on a hot day. And it got worse and worse. I tried herbs, tried massage, tried everything I could think of on my own, and it still kept getting progressively worse. And it started to inhibit me from doing things. From movement, from picking up things. And then one summer, we're on vacation in Rhode Island. We're at the Newport Folk Festival, and Crosby, Stills, and Nash had just played a wonderful set. Jeff Tweedy and Wilco were phenomenal. And we're walking to the car, and suddenly, I'm getting really numb, it's really cold, pins and needles in my hands and toes. hard
Must have
time
been
walking.
scary.
I had a hard time driving back to our house.
Oh.
And I said, this has gone too far. I'm in serious
Absolutely.
trouble. So the next day we got up and we went to a local little bookstore and started looking through the health books to try to diagnose what I had. And as best as we could determine, I had something called Raynaud's.
Raynaud's, yes.
And then I started looking at the possible treatment. And one of the possible treatments for Raynaud's is amputation.
Oh my God. Oh
So
no.
when I read that,
Oh
and the
Definitely
other,
not an option for
no,
you.
oh no, I
said,
don't think
"Well,
so.
I'd rather have a few needles in me
That's it.
than lose, my hand." So we came back, and she had his card, and it was right there waiting for me for years. I called him, made an appointment, and went to see him. And he has a really nice office. You walk in and you see this Chinese diploma and all these wonderful things about Dr. Guan. And he greeted us very warmly and compassionately, which was a concern of mine since the thought of putting needles in my body is not something I welcome or would rush to. It's not my idea of a good time. But I was desperate.
We
So
had pins and needles anyway. So.
I could see right away.
Oh, Tracy.
More pins.
Oh.
I could tell he was a very nice guy,
Funky one.
a very compassionate, warm, intelligent man. So I trusted him right away, and I was desperate too. So I did what he said. I laid down. He put his needles in me, and some of the needles were warmed by a lamp, and some were normal, and then some were attached to an electrode that moved them a little bit on my body. And I didn't know what effect they were having, but I could tell he was definitely differentiating where he placed them on my body and which ones had heat and which ones were rotating slowly. And he'd come in the room every once in a while and look and make a little modification and then leave. So after an hour, hour and a half, I don't know how much time went by, he came and took the needles out, asked me how I felt, and at the moment I said, I feel fine so far, but I don't know when I'll get an attack. Well, it turned out I never got another attack.
Amazing.
wow.
There was one, so-called miracle cure after all else had failed.
Wow.
So I felt very grateful, which is why I'm here tonight. And also I want to say that I continued to see him for balance, as he says, and also to help me sleep. So I found that a few more treatments, I was sleeping much better through the night, no more insomnia, and just generally happier with more energy throughout the day. So I went to see him periodically for a few months, several months, maybe 6 months, and then once a year or something. And then this summer I went to see him because I have a torn rotator cuff, and my mobility in my right shoulder was completely compromised. I couldn't sleep, and everything was just really handicapped. So I went to see Dr. Guan, and the first treatment, just that one treatment, increased the mobility in my right shoulder. 150 range of mobility is normal. I was at 90 after months of chiropractic and physical therapy. I couldn't get past 90. My first treatment with Dr. Guan took me from 90 to 120,
Wow.
and almost normal in one treatment. So what Dr. Guan has done for me, I have told you in a little bit of a story, but the quality of life he has restored to me is immeasurable, and I don't think I could ever thank him enough.
Oh, that's
Beautiful
nice.
story.
It really is. Do you want to talk a little bit about?
I remember John Hill first time came here. Okay, that's his wife brought him here.
Right.
In my
Dragged
office.
him.
I almost remember his wife would ask me, or he asked me himself, could you help me? Because I remember, okay, first time when he came to my office, I remember that time he was very sick. Yes, I look him and I touch the pulse. I know he has unbalanced, serious
Big imbalance, serious imbalance.
unbalanced.
Big imbalance.
Yes. I know if I could not help him, nobody help him.
Okay.
So
But he didn't tell you that at the
yes,
time.
He didn't want to scare you.
because he meet this doctor, and next day he meet that doctor. A different diagnosis,
Different diagnosis,
treatment,
different doctors,
make
yeah.
him more worse. So I have to say, oh, that's no problem. Let me help you. That's so. One time, two time, oh, this. He got better. I remember then that time, not like this time, not much different, because that's the first time he come here. This look pale,
Pale.
look pale, and weak and sick.
Pale and weak
yes.
and sick,
So,
yeah.
That's I remember he has more problem, unbalance and pains and numbs. I have to give the more treatment for him. This time should problem, next time unbalance. Yes, so
Right.
that's sometimes treatment he got better. Yes.
So
Yes.
you treat the problem and then you treat the whole person after that, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Not
And they're all
only-
shaking their
yeah,
head, yes, yes.
By the traditional Chinese treatment system, the doctor should consider the whole body,
Right.
not one part.
Right.
Exactly.
So-
Because it's a system that
So
everything works together.
that's why
Yeah.
John here get better.
That's right.
Yes.
That's great.
Yes, so-
And you know what's interesting when, imbalance, it seems like something vague, but we don't even realize it's getting worse and worse because you start to become accustomed to the imbalance. It's like
Yeah.
you start to just
Yeah,
not even
yeah.
think that, that it's not normal anymore,
Yeah,
So-
the first you have to touch the pulse. That's make a diagnosis. Diagnosis is right. The treatment, okay, should be right. Yeah. So that's a wise treatment. Okay, everybody know. Almost the 3rd% misdiagnosis.
Misdiagnosis.
Yes, 3rd%. That's
Third
too
person,
much.
wow.
So in my office, okay, somebody asked me, Dr. Guan, okay, before I see you, I have serious problem. I don't believe I can get one time just much better.
One
He had
time.
serious problem one time with you, got better.
Why you help me just one time, two time much better. I
Right.
said, they are patient in me. You have magical hand. Yes, I said no.
No.
I don't have magical hand, but I have experiences. That's true. But this
have a-
hospital,
Like
the
intuition,
hospitals,
like
Intuition.
American hospital and American doctors give you misdiagnosis. So you miss
You cannot get the cure because the diagnosis
there's
was wrong.
wrong
Yeah.
diagnosis and the wrong treatment. I just help you by the right diagnosis and the right treatment.
Right.
Yes, originally your problem not serious, but before you never get help. But now I give you right treatment, you get help immediately. That's right. Why not?
Why not? Right.
this
People
is
don't even expect things to go away so quickly anymore.
I
'cause
think this is a
Right.
medical field problem. This
medical
Right, they
failure.
failure, yeah.
Diagnosis and the treatment maybe
Well,
should
you know,
be improved.
what I think too is understand the body, all the meridians
Yes.
in the body, all the different
Yeah,
things.
yeah.
Today, medicine focuses on one part. You go to somebody for your eye, nose, and throat. You go to somebody for your heart. You go to somebody for here. They just focus on that one thing. They don't treat the whole body.
Yes,
And if
that's right.
that's not what is really the problem,
Yes.
then you have to go see someone else and someone else. And they never put it all together like you
Right.
do. You know where everything is. Then you take pills and you get a side effect. Then you take a pill for the side effect and you get another side effect. And on. To pretty soon you're taking 8 or 9 pills and you're feeling worse than ever. So
Yes.
natural things like this, and you know the body.
Sometimes when I touch the people's pulse or touch the body
Mm-hmm.
or people's body, I feel so much sad
Sad,
because
yeah.
Sadness.
I know the patients got too much,
Medication.
Medication,
chemical
chemicals.
products. Okay, I know because I know how many years they take medication. and how deep medication. Oh, I know the patients, well, how long they have the knife, how long the knife, they don't know.
surgery.
I know.
They hold out for
Someone-
surgery? They don't want surgery?
Know how
Somebody-
long ago they've had
Oh, you know when
surgery
they've had surgery,
Because
yeah.
Some patients come in, touch pulse, I know. Okay, how
pulse?
long for the knife? Yes, because I know this one patient, two patients. One patient maybe they have the 5 years knife. The one patient have the 5 months knife, because somebody's the body so much
body's
deep.
trying to recover from
Yes.
it.
Okay,
Yes,
you're
by the
saying, yeah, and you're
chemical.
saying, when you say knife, you mean the
Yes.
operation?
Yeah.
5 years, 3 months, whatever,
tell
yeah.
By
because of the actual
damage,
incision
body,
and the chemicals they
the body,
underwent.
The damaged by the chemical products.
Chemical products.
You see, the,
Yeah.
Put on there.
the
You can
people-
tell that,
the,
yeah.
The doctors, medical doctor, always give the prescription for
Yes,
the
that's what they
chemical.
do.
This one, that one, someone want they take more. Yes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, one,
I
and
know.
keep long time.
Yep.
Okay, just like what you say, one part they give this part this medication, other part they give other medication. One day they take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, one.
Yeah,
So
for a
how
different
much?
medication
How much
for
damage
each part.
Oh,
for
yeah.
the inside organs?
Yes.
How much damage? So when I
That's right.
touch them, I know.
I know.
How deep the damage. So I
The
feel.
problem is that people, when they have something, they want a pill to fix it right now.
Yes.
They don't want to learn anything more than that. So they have to take responsibility for what's
But-
happening to them.
Yeah, and there are quick treatments like these people
Yes,
are
so
sharing
And this
with
is
us
quick,
fast
right? It is. Just got to
treatments.
find the right
Yes.
treatment.
So they-
Open the eyes to the holistic health that's out there for you. All the alternative treatments.
In my
so,
case,
yeah.
Yes.
In my case, ironically, Dr. Guan's treatment of my Raynaud's or whatever it was much faster than anything else I tried.
That's right.
And I didn't expect it to be, because I knew holistic health treatments typically can take longer. They don't have side effects, and they make you
Right.
feel better gradually.
Right, 'cause
And I
it's a
was
slow
willing
restoring in a
to
lot of
reduce
cases, yeah.
pain by a little bit. That would be fine. I would have been happy if I walked out and gradually got better, because I just wanted to get better. I didn't think there was much hope.
Right.
As
I
long
didn't
as
want
you
to
were
be
leaning in that
amputated.
direction, you would have been
Yeah.
excited, right?
But the fact that one treatment indeed cured it 100%, and 5 years later, which is today, I haven't even the slightest symptom of it, is amazing.
It is amazing, truly amazing.
It's
So I
amazing.
bet you're making recommendations now. You're giving his card out to everyone.
In
They
fact,
introduced someone to me.
Oh, he has?
Yeah.
Good.
He,
We're talking about the
yes. he,
told a number of people about Dr.
Yeah,
Guan, and some friends of ours actually had been going, thank you, to another acupuncturist, and they'd been feeling good. It had been helping them quite a bit. And I said, well, you know, we've been going to this acupuncturist who really is like a cut above. And so they got all excited. Oh, give us his name and da da da. So they came and had a treatment with him, and they were all excited to tell us all about their treatment. So they called the next day, and they said, "Oh, he's incredible." They said, and he's very intuitive too. So he'll work on you, and then he'll say something that is kind of out of left field. And for them, that's what happened. He said something about, you know, their relationship, which was very enlightening for them.
Wow.
That's
And
wonderful.
something they had been kind of, I think, denying a little bit. So for
Yeah.
him to bring it out to the open probably opened up their heart energy or did something, you know,
Yeah.
on the subtle level of their meridians or aura or whatever level he's
And
working
because
on.
the emotions are always affecting our health.
Exactly.
You know,
It's
you can pick up on
psychosomatic.
it.
The
You
whole
can pick up on how
psychosomatic
it's
thing he
contributing
works
to the-
on as well. And
That's wonderful.
it's and that's the holistic part of it is, you know, mind, body, and emotions.
Absolutely.
Exactly. Exactly. Okay, so now we're going to go to the next person, and your name is?
My name is Anna Korkos.
Okay, tell us your
And-
story.
Actually, the main reason why I decided to see Dr. Guan is because I had vision problem and I was numb for around 6 years.
Wow.
So I had first medical problem when I was only 16 years old, and I was getting numb and I had my first vision problem. So of course I was afraid because I didn't know what's going on and why the problem occurred.
What was it? What was the problem you were having?
Blurriness or dizziness? Or?
No, I had a vision problem when I was looking on the right side. I didn't see very clearly. It
Okay.
was hard for me to recognize who's the person next to me. Like for example, I will not see the person who was sitting next to me very clearly, so it was hard for me to identify the person. So this is the main vision problem which I had. And also I was feeling numbness. Numbness, yes. And the problem occurred every few months. I had exactly the same symptoms every few months. So because I was only 16, 17 and 18 years old, I really didn't know what's going on. So I decided to see doctor, and this was the first time when I heard the diagnosis that I have multiple sclerosis. Wow. I was very afraid because, as we all know, this is the disease in which our own immune system may destroy healthy nerves, and of course it may cause paralyzed or other symptoms. So I was crying and I was depressed for a few years. I didn't know what I can expect because this is unpredictable disease and we never know what's going to happen tomorrow. Mm-hmm. I was expecting the worst thing. I was expecting that I will be paralyzed and something really serious can happen. I was doing my own research about the disease and I was looking for help, but nobody could help me. Especially with my numb and the vision problem, I was talking with different doctors and I heard the same thing over and over again. You have multiple sclerosis. So I was really depressed and I
pretty much that's it.
Yes,
you have to deal with it.
Yes,
right?
and I had to deal with this. So it was around 1 year ago when I had really bad symptom. I was really numb and I didn't feel anything. I didn't feel if I have my clothes on, or I was checking if I have my shoes on because I couldn't feel anything.
Wow.
I was not sure if I have my shoes on, so I was just looking around, and also my eye was really, honestly, I didn't see almost anything when I was looking in the right direction. It was always the right direction. I had really blurred vision and it was really, I was afraid. I was really afraid. So I was looking for help. I got medication. It was some medication for the eye problem. I was taking the medication for 2 weeks. It did not help at all. It really didn't. I had the same problem over and over again. So I was crying a lot and I was talking with my mother and I was really asking what I should do, what's gonna happen after, who can help me, because I want to be healthy, I want to go to school, I want to graduate, I think I should have a job, and I'm only 21 years old and I have the same problem for a few years. So my mother told me, I heard about Dr. Guan. One of my friends told me that he's really good doctor. I said, but all of the doctors told me that nobody gonna help me, so why this particular doctor can help me? If nobody, it means nobody. So I said, I can try, but honestly, I don't believe that somebody will help me.
Yeah, and you've been conditioned to feel hopeless.
Yes,
you know,
I was
and
hopeless.
which is very sad because you were given a diagnosis where they're
Yes.
saying pretty much this is it. It's just going to get worse.
Exactly.
Yeah.
This is what I understood, and especially after I did all of my own research, I learned a lot about disease, and it made me even more depressed. I was feeling depressed after all of my research because the only thing I was doing on the internet, soon after I came back from school, I was looking about news about multiple sclerosis.
Instead of cures, how people cured themselves.
Yes, and I was looking for help, but honestly, I was trying to learn a lot. I was trying to prepare myself for the next next step, what's going to happen after. But it didn't help at all. It made me feel even worse.
Yes.
So after my mother told me about Dr. Guan, she mentioned that he's really, really good doctor. She helped her friend, and she helped a lot of different people. So I said, I can try. I don't have anything to lose. But honestly, the truth is that I don't believe in anything. But I said I can try. And I called Dr. Guan, and I made my first appointment. So I had my first appointment. I remember it was Sunday. It was around 11 o'clock, and I went to Dr. Guan, and I said I'm very sick. I have multiple sclerosis, and I cannot feel anything, and I cannot see anything. So this is what I said. And Dr. Guan, the first thing what he did, he checked my pulse. So I didn't know what to expect because I never had acupuncture. It was something new for me. It was new experience. So I remember the first thing Dr. Guan did, he checked my pulse, and then he knew what's going on. He knew what my problem is, and he did acupuncture for me. It was very quickly. It wasn't painful at all. He insert few thin needles into certain points in my body, and I had to stay there for around 2 hours. It was around 2 hours. And after the treatment, Dr. Guan told me, you should feel better today. After a few hours, you should feel better. And I said, okay, I hope, but I didn't believe that it will help me.
You don't believe?
No, because all of the doctors told me the same thing. So why now somebody can help me? It was hard for me to believe it. And if the doctor Guan said it will help you, I said okay. And I was waiting for help. And I remember it was 5 p.m. the same day. After a few hours, it helped me around 80%. 80%. I was feeling much better. I could see almost everything very clear, and I wasn't numb. I wasn't numb. I was really. It's hard for me to describe this feeling because I was really surprised because I didn't expect anything. I really didn't, and he helped me. The truth is, he helped me. And I had another treatment after 1 week, and I had one more treatment after 3 weeks, and I was completely fine. I forgot about the word multiple sclerosis. It's already 1 year after, and I'm not doing any other research. I forgot that multiple sclerosis exists, and I'm really happy that I had.
Me too.
I think I'm very lucky that I had a chance to meet Dr. Guan. I told all of my friends about him because I believe that if I had a chance to get help, everybody should have the same chance. So I'm very appreciative, and it's amazing. The only thing I can say, it's amazing, and for me multiple sclerosis does not exist, and I'm completely healthy. So that's
a
all I can
wonderful
say.
story.
And you told it so well.
You did. You really did.
Because this is what really happened. It's true.
Yes.
So it's coming from my own
your heart.
experience.
I know.
So from my heart, exactly. It's really my own experience, and
That's wonderful. So what would you like to say about it?
Yeah, if in hospital and in doctor office, when they want to tell, okay, what problem, what serious problem for the patients, they need to think about it.
Yeah,
Okay.
before they throw a label on
Yes.
somebody
Try.
and all this fear involved.
Okay, try other doctor, try acupuncture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They should say that, right? But
Yes.
they don't.
So she meet me. You think how many people like his case,
Yes.
her case,
Yes.
miss, but most of people, how many people miss my treatment?
Mismeeting
Right.
you, yeah.
Yes.
Well, I believe in fate.
Yes.
No, everything happens
Yes.
for a reason. She was led to you because she was supposed to be cured.
Yeah.
And
She's
that's
just the one
how
person.
it'll be. Yep.
Yes, the hospital and the other medical doctor, okay, give her that kind of, okay, diagnosis. Okay,
Yeah.
you see
Serious
the other one. Yes, that's I always help this one, this kind of problem or different serious problem.
Just
I
as
help many
serious,
one.
just as
Yes,
Just as
she is
serious.
just one of them. Yes, so much interesting. You heard about her story. You feel interesting. That's truth. That's true. Yeah.
You have choices. Everybody out there, you have choices.
You don't believe, but that's true. Yes, the doctor told her, how she felt when she gets that.
When she heard that, that's right. She told us how she felt.
So we hope the medical doctor, okay, when they want to tell the patients this problem, they try the alternative, treatment. The Dr. Guan or our acupuncturist.
I think it's a very dangerous thing to tell people it's hopeless, regardless of history or their previous experience.
So our office help, many people like her. Yes.
It's our dream, Traci and I, that someday the medical doctors and all the natural doctors and naturopaths, the acupuncturists, everyone in natural health, all work together hand in hand, and the energy healers to help people. This is what we wish would happen someday, and it will.
Yes.
I believe that one day
if we can get over that sense of we're competing against one another.
That competition and the greed and all
honestly,
that.
Let's make our.
We have one more guest, and let's hear his story, and then we'll discuss a little bit for the time we have left. And on the next show, we'll talk a little bit more about all this. Okay, and your name, sir?
Hi, my name is Bill Hazeltine.
Okay.
And several years ago, I was looking for an acupuncturist for my wife, Mona, because she had developed some bad allergies. She was from the Philippines and came to this country and never had any allergies back home, but here she developed allergies where she couldn't, in the spring she had a hard time sleeping, etc. And so I looked up, believe it or not, in the Yellow Pages, and I saw Dr. Guan's advertisement, and I saw that, all the years experience he had, and he's right in Cheshire, not far away from where we lived, so we decided to try that. And she was having a lot of trouble sleeping at night, and with her eyes red and coughing and all that. And so after the first treatment, and he had given her a special tea also, herb tea, that night was the first night in a long time of suffering that she was able to sleep through the night without coughing. And so that initially helped her and took care of the allergies and got that under control. And then maybe a couple of years later, I decided to, I developed a problem in one of my arms, my left arm, right in the center here. If I was picking up something heavy, it felt like somebody would stab me with a knife. Ooh. And it was very, very sharp pain. And, I haven't had a lot of ailments in my lifetime, and I decided that, let me go through it and see if it goes away. So over a period of months, it just got worse and worse, and where I pick up, even just a bucket or something, with something in it, and I'd have to put it down because it was so painful. So I decided at that point I better go and get a treatment from him. So after the first treatment, I noticed that he had done the needles, he had done some massage as well, and then the cupping, and that was the first time I had ever experienced that technique, and it made sense to me that your body can hold on to toxins, and there are blockages that form, just like in the circulatory system where you can get blood clots. Well, same thing can happen in the nervous system. And this is one technique to release that. And so it took several treatments. It took maybe 4 or 5 treatments, and interestingly enough, it eventually completely went away in my left arm and then showed up in my right arm in the same spot. And so there was some kind of a connection there with the meridian. And eventually that went away and never came back.
Excellent.
Years later, and even to this day. So then I had developed another condition recently, but prior to that, there was one treatment I had for, I was very, very depressed at one time when I had lost one of my best friends from cancer. He had advanced melanoma, and he was an old, very old friend of mine. And around that same time, I found out that one of my sisters had terminal cancer.
Oh, boy.
So
And
hit you hard.
so it was very, very emotionally upset and depressed. And so I came to him for
that
some
too.
help.
Wow.
And amazingly enough, I had one treatment from him for that, and
Excellent.
I felt fine after that. I was able to, brought back the balance. I was able to handle and go through. It was still very upsetting, my sister's going through that whole thing, but
No, I know, but you were able to cope, right?
I was able to cope much better.
Yeah.
And then about a year ago, I developed I started wheezing at night, like the wee hours of the morning, and it was enough to where it would wake me up, wake my wife up, and I was thinking, okay, well, maybe it's going to go away, and I always
so all these different things he's helped you with.
Yep.
It's wonderful.
Okay, that's
Unfortunately, we're running out of time.
right. I'm glad that you brought up the
nice
different.
array for all the
Yes,
different things
there's
that you-
quite a few
So that
things.
people can
and
know
he's,
that.
he's the only one that's been able to help that wheezing. My regular medical doctor was not able to do anything.
Wow.
Oh, that's great.
Depression, wheezing, pain.
Yeah.
Well, there's 5 wonderful stories from these 5 wonderful people,
Yes.
and we're down to about a minute or so. So, what would you like to say, Dr. Guan, in closing? We're going to have you on again in probably another month.
Thank you very much for the North Haven TV. Yes,
North Haven
we can enjoying
Yes.
with
All
you
those other
To show the people, yes.
for talk about how the acupuncture, how the alternative medicine help the people.
That's right.
Yeah.
And I thank these wonderful people
Yes.
for coming here tonight to tell their
Thank
stories.
you very much.
That is so wonderful. I'm so
Yes.
glad. Thank you so
Yeah.
much. And this is shown in 9 different towns in New Haven County, so a lot of people will get to find out. And I think your phone's going to be ringing. And I know that they all recommend you. So this is wonderful. And it's not just for you. It's just to show people that there is help out there.
Yes.
You get a reputable person, there's help out there.
Good.
Yes.
And you're all sent by God here to teach and help. And we thank you so much. Thank
We're
you.
going to put Dr. Guan's information up so that you can contact him. You can reach Dr. Guan. His address is 1065 South Main Street in Cheshire, Connecticut, 06410. His telephone number is 203-699-9618. And if you have any questions regarding any of the shows you see, you can email them to healoutsidethebox@yahoo.com. For show schedules, visit our websites, www.rosemarylachance.com or www.entirebeing.com.
And to contact us, you can call me, Rosemary, at 203-627-7966, or Traci at 203-232-3405. And we are located at the East West Healing Arts Building, 410 State Street, Suite 2 in North Haven, Connecticut. And if you'd like a copy of any of our shows, please visit one of our websites for more information and details.
Okay, we're
And
going to
now-
leave you with our quote for the night.
Here's our quote for tonight. From the Book of Courage, "Let us not be afraid of loss. Loss is an illusion, for nothing ever gets lost in the universe. It only changes form. Therefore, we cannot lose anything. It is always with us, just in another form. We may lose the warmth of summer, but we gain the harvest and beauty of autumn. We may lose the strength of youth, but we gain the wisdom of age."
Thank you.
Thank you so much for
Thank you.
being on our show. We'll see you again.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Very soon with
Yes,
another
thank
show.
you very much for sharing your stories.
It's all right. You can leave that.
As you look out through the window to the world you have made, always know you are the vision. See the truth darkness fades,